Hi guys, welcome in my first episode in this channel where I will talk about au pair project and everything. So welcome in Q&A where I will answer some questions about au pair project. I am planning that this video will have three parts, so we will see. As you can see, we have a beautiful behind us and it's like seaport in Boston. So yes, how I found out for the first time about au pair project. Um, so there were two reasons. First one was because I was following one YouTuber. She was Polish au pair who went to New York as an au pair, and she was recording vlogs and all of it. And I was like, oh wow, that seems such a good opportunity to go and see America and everything. And the second reason was because of pandemic. I really want to go. Like the biggest dream was like to go for exchange student program in being in high school, but because of the pandemic and everything was happening in Polish education system, it was literally like impossible to go there. And I was like, what's the other opportunities I can go and come an au pair and see everything? And then I remind myself after a couple of years that there's something like au pair project, and I was like, why not? Why not? So that was technically the main reason how I found out about au pair project. And I feel like there's so many opportunities like how to go to America. There's work and travel, there's au pair project, and I felt like au pair project is a better option for me. Why I decided to become an au pair? So I always want to see America, and always loved travel and everything. So I thought it's amazing opportunity like see and experience American culture and at the same time travel and all of it. And at the same time, I felt like I don't know what I want to do with my life. I want to go to college. I don't want to go to college. There's such a huge pressure in our age, during our age, like during your 20s. Where you want to go? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to work and all of it? And I felt like this is the perfect moment for me to travel and experience. And I am really happy that I decided to go for au pair because it's already 2 years in America. And I feel like I became totally different person because of this experience. What was my application process and match with family? So I remember I was really lazy with finishing my application. There's always like person in your country who's controlling your application, how it looks like. She's giving you so many advices, and she creates kind of a whole profile about you. She's interview with you in English. Oh my goodness, people are like on the ship, and she's checking everything. She's also like giving you advices, and you're filling up with like pictures with your experience and like your life and everything. And based on that, there's so many people like families who are finding this profile and they want to match with you or they want to interview. I had a lot of families before, I'm not gonna lie, but I decided for one family. They were in Colorado, and it didn't work well. I am more happy to speak about it later in other episodes, but I matched with them, and 1 month later, exactly, I went to America. So it was really fast, and also it depends really when you want to leave and how you want to fast leave. Like you're deciding, you're putting everything on a profile, so everything is clear, and based on that, you're matching with family. There's so many things that you should include before you match with family, and I think it's another time to do the episode about it because there's so many tricky questions and things and I also want to know before I was applying for au pair project. So the whole application process was really easy. There were so many questions about your health, about your experience with kids, about your personal life. It was also about like, do you live alone, and all of it. Like because technically in America you're kind of on your own. There's no one who will do laundry for you. So these questions I kind of wanna know if you're ready actually for au pair project because people are leaving when they are 18, which is really young age. And I remember when I was leaving, I was 20, and I still thought I was not ready. But you're gonna get it. Like it's not that hard as you think. But yeah, there was plenty of questions. It took me like, I think if I could sum up, it could be like 2 days of actually sitting and doing it. Like the most part what took me was the video because I didn't have like idea how I want to present myself and what I want to say to family to actually want me. How I felt before flight to America. Oh, there was so many emotions. because they didn't give me my ticket on time. They gave me like literally like 2 days before, so I could not plan my trip as I wanted to Warsaw because that's where I was flying from, and I didn't know what to expect. I was so excited to see New York for the first time because when you're flying with Open America, you're getting orientation day. It's like 3 days technically, and including like visiting New York and seeing all of like the most technically important stuff. So when I was coming, I I don't know. I will be honest with you guys. I was totally green in what I was doing. I flew once in my whole life before, never took like such a long flight, so it was for the first time. My English was like bare minimum. Like I know how to speak English, but I was also so stressed when I was speaking English. I didn't know if I'm going with someone. There was no information about it. So me going to Warsaw at 5 a.m., taking a picture, I will show you guys because it's such a pretty picture. I was like so proud of this picture, like with this hat in New York. Then I lost the hat, yes. But the whole point was I was really stressed. I didn't know what I'm doing. I was also so stressed. But I knew it, I'm doing a right thing. I really know it, like in my heart deeply. I know it, like that it's gonna be amazing experience. What was your first impression about your host family? So I had three families, and let me start from the beginning. My first family in Colorado, they came to the airport and they made such pictures, and like we had like a posters welcome Maria in America, and it was so cute. They baked me a cake, and it was lovely. I'm not gonna lie. I had like my first impression was like, wow, that's gonna be amazing year. Then we finished and we did rematch. Then the second family, which I love the most, it's family in Rhode Island, and they came to airport also, and they did posters, and I don't remember if they had balloons. I think they had balloons for me also, and I was like so excited because they were like younger kids, and they were like so sweet. Hadley was 5 and Ivor was 8 during that time, and Sarah was like so welcome, my host mom, and it was just such a cute welcome. And then we finished like at home and all of it, but I was like so tired, so I just went strictly to bed and all of it, and then we enjoyed like the rest of the year together. And the third family is in Massachusetts, which is really close to Rhode Island. So I took Uber here, and yeah, the welcome was like nice. It was like more like hi and all of it. It was not nothing like special and deep because in the third family I was taking care of the like teenagers, so the expectations were a little bit lower. But yeah, they were still really nice and welcome. So that's for sure I can say. Yeah, but like a lot of families put effort and they are picking you up from the airport. I remember also my best friend Yemina when we were picking her up. We did. She's from Germany. That's really important news because we get dressed by the colors of the German flag. We did the balloons by German flags. We did like huge posters and all of it, and we put so much effort to say hi. And I feel like it's really important, like that actually host family will put a little bit effort to say hi to you, just like to just like I don't know how to say it, but like it gives such a like more welcome vibe when they are putting effort to say hi to you. Like you know what I mean? It makes I don't know. It's just like like suddenly you're feeling a part of the family without actually knowing these people. Okay, first week in America, what shocked me the most? I think everything. Anytime I was walking, I was like, oh my goodness, Dunkin' Donuts. Oh my goodness, Starbucks. Oh my goodness. It was all the time. Oh my goodness, Ulta. Oh my goodness, Target. I think I was the most happy for to see Target. I will not lie. When I came to Target, I was like, I made my dream come true. It can sound ridiculous, but I was watching all the time so many vlogs about girls in America walking to Target, doing all of these American things, and I was like, wow. So I think that was really surprising for me. Like the stores were like, wow. I was like really impressed by that, and yes, I feel like that was the most shocked thing for me. And also New York, it was it was amazing, and at the same time, I was kind of disappointed. But yeah, did you had cultural shock about food or daily habits? Yes, I cannot count how many because the food here, I'll be honest, I'm from Poland, so the quality of food is really good. I was so disappointed, guys. It was. I remember when I found the bread for the first time, I was like literally almost crying because I was like, is that what I'm gonna eat for the whole year? And also, it really depends from the family. It depends if they're eating really healthy, if not. And I would ask also that question before. I didn't know that because it was for me so obvious that the food should be kind of good here, right? The fast foods and everything. There's always like people are saying how good it is, and also bad at the same time. So I think in general, it really depends from family. Like I was in my second year in my first year in those two families. We were eating really healthy, and had like a really good quality of food. And the first one, yeah, yes. So yeah, so it depends really from the family how they live and all of it. I was always so surprised when they're eating cereals for breakfast because it's not for me real breakfast, and I hate doing it. And with the habits, I think there's so many things, but I think what the most surprised me it was that they changing pajamas and clothes every single day. How did was your English on the beginning and how it improved? I feel now pretty confident with my English. It's still there are still some moments I'm like, "Ooh, can you repeat it? Can you explain me in a different way?" Or sometimes my accent takes control over my English, but I feel my English really changed. And I want to record one more video when I'm showing my video and comparing how my English sounds now because there's a huge difference. I did not expect it that living in a different country can actually change the way that you're speaking English. Because technically, before I was learning English at school for 12 years, and yeah, it was like so obvious. I passed my exams, so I know I am speaking English fine, right? But there is a huge difference between learning English for 12 years and actually coming to the country and speaking it all the time. But there's different time for this episode, so yeah. Funny or embarrassing moments in my first months? I don't feel like I had, honestly. I feel when I kind of did not good job was when I cooked the rice and I didn't put a salt. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I didn't have like any actually difficult or like embarrassing situations in America. I feel like everything what happened was like just human being, but it doesn't come anything to my mind what I was like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? So what was my favorite activity to do with my host kids? Oh, so with my little girl, my princess Hadley, we loved coloring and at the same time singing Taylor Swift. I think like that was our thing. With Handsome, I think was sitting in a car, Coldplay or Imagine Dragons. I think that was our thing, but also making funny jokes and like laughing. I feel like I had a really good connection with my second family, and I really love that. In this currently family that I was, I feel like our activity time was not the same because they were teenagers. So technically, I was like driving them more, and there was no time to do something together. So yes, but I think like during that year, you can get such a huge connection with your kids. I feel like you don't expect that how you can connect with the kids during this year. Like I remember, and like I feel like I found my house, like like my second family in Rhode Island, and I always know anytime I'll go to Poland, I can always come back to America just to see them and celebrate so many moments with them. Did you feel more like a big sister or a nanny? Oh, I feel two families, two different experiences. In Rhode Island family, in my second family, I felt literally like a part of family. So I felt like a big sister. And in my second family in Massachusetts here, I was like more driving and doing like the things I need to do. So I think I was feeling more as a nanny. So it just shows like that you can get two totally different things. It depends what family you get, and it based on your researches and all of it and what you want from au pair project, you can get it. You know what I mean? So if you just want to come here for work, then look for a family who doesn't really care about connection and everything, because yes, you can find them here. And second family, like the second option is like actually family who really cares about connection, and there's plenty of them, and I feel that's families that are really worth of looking. So how did you connect with other au pairs? So every area has group on WhatsApp where you are connecting with other au pairs, and it's really easy because usually your LCC who's taking care of you introducing you like, hi, this is Maria, she's from Poland, she will be now in Massachusetts. And usually like a lot of au pairs reaching out to you. And also the second option that you're meeting au pairs is cluster meeting. So the cluster meeting is really good option, like if you want to meet au pairs really quickly. But also I feel like you need to be open and reach out to people. Don't be like close and be scared what they will think. I feel they know your position. Like a lot of au pairs knows what you feel, and they know how hard it is when you're coming to a different country. So there's so many au pairs who are really open to talk and meet, or like just for coffee. And that's really like really important in my opinion. Oh my goodness, the light is already so bad, but that's okay. That's okay. We're okay with that. Yes, so that's it. And also I just want to add, I met my people here. I have two best friends, Sarah from Brazil, who's amazing and incredible, and Yemina, who's from Germany, and she's like my American sister. Like, just be open to meet people, talk, and don't be scared. Just go with the flow. What trips I took during my American experience? I went really couple times to New York, and I really enjoyed that. But I think I'm done with New York already. I saw New York during Christmas, and I feel it's really worth of the experience. I went also to Maine. Let me think. It was Connecticut. It was so many places. I went to Las Vegas, and I feel like that was a crazy trip, and I really enjoyed that. I don't think I traveled so much, but from all of the places I saw, I really enjoyed the most Boston. So living here and seeing all of these places, it's really worth it. And like I feel like Massachusetts, especially Boston, is my place, and I think it will always have a special place in my heart. So if I would recommend where you want to go, it's worth it to see, I feel screaming really loud Boston. But at the same time, I feel Rhode Island is really worth of seeing during a summer. Really during a summer. Okay, I changed kind of the light so you'll see if you're still seeing me. So how did I celebrate my holidays with my host family? It was amazing. I feel like American holidays, it's something that it's so worth it to experience. And I went for Halloween, and we went for trick or trick, and we were pirates and parrots. And then it was Thanksgiving and pumpkin pie, Christmas, matching pajamas. Oh my goodness, what's next? Then it's Eastern. I don't think they celebrate so much Eastern, but it was still a cool experience. 4th of July. Okay, 4th of July, something worth it. Like just to go here and see the fireworks. I felt like it's such a cute experience. Like I feel like Americans in general, they really are into celebrating this stuff, and they put so much effort. You can see that in stores. You can just see that how they are enjoying it. I think like it's something I will really miss, like honestly. One memory I will never forget during these 2 years what happened. Oh, this is actually a really tough question because so many amazing situations happen. I feel the connection I got here, I feel like they will always be in my heart. The growth I made here, and like the most what I will love, I think it's experiencing that for the first time. Everything like driving, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. I feel like I know it sounds ridiculous when you're hearing, oh my goodness, why she's enjoying the stores. But I feel like I'm from a really small city in Poland, and seeing that all of these places is just wow. Going for I think okay, I think I got it. I think like Coldplay concert when I went, that was my favorite, and Imagine Dragons. That was wow. That was I cannot describe how grateful I am during this year, and everything will happen. Like these 2 years actually was like unbelievable, and for like I cannot forget that. So yeah. Okay, guys, that was a part one of me answering the questions. I hope you like it and enjoy it, and I hope it was kind of helpful. As you can see, the light is really bad, so I'm really sorry about that. I didn't thought that this video will take so much, but yes, you can enjoy beautiful view of Boston in Seaport if you want to go here and see. Highly recommend it. So see you later.